Okay, imagine walking into a fancy restaurant in Paris. You sit down, you look at the menu, and then you see the chef. He's a rat. Yeah, I know. It sounds completely ridiculous. But somehow, that's exactly what makes Ratatouille so special. Hey, I'm Emma, and today we're going to experience this crazy little story together while learning English with the movie. We'll follow Remy, meet the characters, talk about the funniest and most important moments, and practice your listening and speaking along the way. And whenever we hear a useful expression or a new word, I'll put it on our board so we can really understand how it's used. So you don't have to worry about catching every word. Just listen, follow the story, and learn with me. Now, would you trust a rat to cook your dinner? Let's find out. Let's begin! Our story begins in the French countryside. Our first word for the board, countryside. The countryside is an area outside a city, usually with farms, fields, trees, and small towns. And that's where Remy lives with his family. Remy is a rat, but he is not an ordinary rat. He has an incredible sense of smell. He can tell the difference between ingredients just by smelling them. While the other rats are mostly interested in finding something to eat, Remy wants to know what he's eating. He wants to understand food. He wants to know why certain flavors work together. And that makes him different from the rest of his family. His brother Emile doesn't really understand him. Emile is happy with almost anything. If there's food, he's happy. Honestly, Emile has a very simple philosophy. Can I eat it? Yes? Great. Problem solved. But Remy is much more curious. He doesn't just want to eat. He wants to create. He wants to cook. And his inspiration comes from a famous chef named Auguste Gusteau. Gusteau has his own television show. He's famous, he's confident, and he believes that anyone can cook. Remy loves that idea. He watches Gusteau carefully. He studies the way he prepares food, and he dreams about becoming a chef himself. There's just one small problem. Remy is a rat, and rats are definitely not welcome in restaurant kitchens. But Remy doesn't care. He believes he can do something extraordinary. So whenever his family is looking for food, Remy sometimes sneaks away. Another word for the board, sneaks. To sneak means to go somewhere quietly or secretly so that people don't notice you. And Remy is very good at sneaking around. He doesn't want his family to know what he's doing. He wants to explore. He wants to smell different foods. And sometimes, he even sneaks into the human world. One day, Remy discovers something fascinating. A human woman is cooking. Remy watches her from a distance. He sees her preparing food, and he notices something important. She adds an ingredient, then another, and then another. Remy understands that cooking isn't just about putting food together. It's about balance. It's about choosing the right ingredients. Another word for the board, ingredients. Ingredients are the individual foods or substances you use to prepare a dish. For example, if you make a salad, the vegetables are your ingredients. If you make a cake, flour, eggs, sugar, those are ingredients too. Remy loves this. He watches, he smells, he learns. And then, his family discovers that humans are nearby. Everything suddenly becomes chaotic. The rats run, people scream, doors open, things fall, and Remy gets separated from his family. He ends up completely alone. And when he finally looks around, he realizes something incredible. He's in Paris. And more importantly, he's standing above a restaurant. Gusteau's restaurant. Remy can't believe it. The chef he admires, the restaurant he's dreamed about, it's right in front of him. And now, he has a decision to make. Should he go inside? Of course he does. This is Remy we're talking about. He sneaks into the kitchen. He watches the chefs. He watches the cooks. He watches everyone moving around. The kitchen is incredibly busy. People are chopping, boiling, frying, running from one station to another. And Remy is fascinated. Then he notices a young man. His name is Alfredo Linguini. Linguini has just started working at the restaurant, and unfortunately, he's not very good at his job. Actually, he's really bad. His job is mostly cleaning. He isn't a chef. He doesn't know how to prepare complicated dishes, and he certainly doesn't understand the kitchen. But Linguini gets an opportunity when he is asked to prepare a soup. And that's when everything goes wrong. He accidentally ruins it. Another word for the board, ruins. To ruin something means to damage it or make it bad so that it is no longer good. And Linguini definitely ruins that soup. Remy sees what happened, and he can't just stand there. He knows how to fix it, so he moves closer. He looks at the soup, he smells it, and then he starts adding things. A little of this, a little of that. He changes the flavor. He fixes the problem. And the soup is served. Everyone loves it. The customers are happy. The chefs are impressed. And Linguini is standing there thinking, wait, I didn't do that. But someone saw Remy. Linguini catches him. And now, Linguini knows that there's a rat in the kitchen. At first, he's terrified. But then he realizes something. Remy knows how to cook. And that's when the strangest partnership in the movie begins. Remy and Linguini discover that they can work together. Remy can't talk. Linguini can't cook. So they find another way to communicate. Remy climbs onto Linguini's head. And then he pulls his hair. One direction means one movement. Another direction means something else. And Linguini starts moving according to Remy's instructions. So Remy is basically controlling Linguini. Imagine going to work and discovering that your new cooking instructor is a rat sitting on your head. But somehow, it works. Linguini moves, Remy directs him, and together, they create food. Remy is literally pulling Linguini's hair to control him. Another word for the board, pulling. To pull means to move something toward you by using force. So when Remy pulls Linguini's hair, Linguini moves. It's a very strange cooking technique. But apparently, it's effective. Soon, Linguini starts getting attention. People think he's talented. They think he has suddenly discovered a natural ability for cooking. And Colette, one of the best chefs in the restaurant, begins working with him. Colette is confident, she's demanding, and she expects everyone to work hard. She teaches Linguini how the kitchen works. She teaches him how to move, how to prepare food, how to respect the rules. And Linguini slowly improves. But there's still a secret. Nobody knows about Remy, and Remy has to stay hidden. Whenever someone comes close, he hides. Whenever someone enters the kitchen, he disappears. Because if the chefs discover him, he could be thrown out. Meanwhile, Remy and Linguini become closer. They're no longer just working together, they're becoming friends. But things aren't always easy. Linguini begins receiving more attention. People praise him. The restaurant becomes more successful. And Remy starts feeling invisible. Remy doesn't want fame. He wants to cook. He wants to have a place in the kitchen. He wants someone to recognize what he can do. And eventually, he and Linguini have a serious disagreement. Their friendship becomes difficult. They both feel frustrated. Linguini feels like Remy is controlling his life. Remy feels like Linguini is taking credit for his work. and neither one knows what to do. But there's an even bigger problem. The restaurant's new leader, Skinner, is suspicious. He wants to know how Linguini suddenly became so good. He starts watching him. He starts looking for answers. And eventually, he discovers that something strange is happening. At the same time, Linguini learns something surprising about his past. He discovers that he is connected to Gusteau. In fact, he may actually be Gusteau's son. This changes everything. Linguini suddenly has a connection to the restaurant, and now he has to decide what kind of person he wants to become. He could use his position, he could enjoy the attention, or he could be honest about the person who helped him. And Remy has a similar decision. He can continue hiding, or he can take a chance. Then comes one of the biggest challenges in the story. Anton Ego is coming to the restaurant. Ego is a famous food critic, and everyone is terrified. You know someone is scary when people start whispering just because he entered the room. Ego doesn't smile much, he doesn't get excited easily, and he certainly doesn't give compliments for free. He wants something extraordinary. The restaurant needs to prepare an impressive meal. Everyone is nervous, and Remy knows this could be his chance. But what should he make? Something complicated? Something expensive? Something that looks impressive? Instead, he chooses something simple: ratatouille, a traditional French vegetable dish. And this is important, because Remy doesn't need to prove that he can make something complicated. He needs to prove that he understands food. He carefully prepares the vegetables. He combines the flavors. He pays attention to every detail. And eventually, the dish reaches Ego. Ego looks at it. He takes a bite. And then, everything changes. The flavor reminds him of his childhood. He remembers being young. He remembers his mother. He remembers eating a simple meal at home. And suddenly, this powerful food critic isn't thinking about restaurants anymore. He's thinking about his past. That's the power of food. A smell, a taste, a texture can bring back a memory you haven't thought about for years. Ego is deeply moved by the dish. Another word for the board: moved. If something moves you, it creates a strong emotional reaction. It can make you feel emotional because something touches your heart. And this simple dish moves Ego deeply. He asks to meet the chef. And now, there's a problem. Because who is the chef? Remy, a rat. Imagine the restaurant manager saying, "Thank you for coming. Our chef is..." and then a rat appears. I don't think that's how restaurant introductions normally work. But the truth finally comes out. Ego discovers that Remy is responsible for the food. And instead of laughing, he understands. He realizes that this little rat has something special. But the restaurant can't continue like this. The truth about Remy becomes impossible to hide. The chefs leave, the restaurant closes. And for a moment, it seems like Remy's dream is over. But Remy doesn't give up. And that's important. Because the dream was never really about Gusteau's restaurant. The dream was cooking. So Remy starts again. Linguini starts again. And together, they create a new restaurant. A smaller place. A more personal place. And this time, Remy doesn't have to spend his entire life hiding. He finally has somewhere he can cook. Somewhere he can belong. Somewhere his talent can be appreciated. And I think that's one of the most beautiful parts of the movie. Remy spends the entire story wondering where he belongs. He's too different from the other rats. He's not accepted by humans. He's not supposed to be in a kitchen. But eventually, he creates his own path. He doesn't change who he is. He doesn't stop being a rat. He simply finds a way to live the life he wants. And that's a really important lesson. Sometimes, You don't fit into the place where everyone expects you to fit. And that's okay. Maybe your path is somewhere else. Maybe people around you don't understand your dream. Maybe they think it's impossible. Maybe they think you're being unrealistic. But that doesn't automatically mean they're right. Remy's family thought cooking was ridiculous. They thought he should simply eat garbage like the other rats. But Remy wanted something different. And that's another word for the board: garbage. Garbage means waste or things that people throw away because they don't want them anymore. For most of the rats, garbage is food. For Remy, it's completely different. He sees possibilities. He sees ingredients. He sees combinations. And that's what makes him special. Remy doesn't just taste food. He experiments. He tries different combinations. He stirs sauces. Another word for the board: stirs. To stir means to move a liquid or mixture around with a spoon or another utensil. If you're making soup, you stir the soup. If you're making a sauce, you stir the sauce. And Remy is constantly doing things like this. He's learning through practice. He's not just watching Gusteau anymore. He's actually doing the work. And that's another lesson for us. Watching someone speak English isn't enough. You can watch videos, you can listen to conversations, you can read subtitles. But eventually, you have to use the language. You have to speak. You have to make mistakes. You have to try again. That's how you improve. Remy didn't become a great cook by watching Gusteau forever. At some point, he had to enter the kitchen. And maybe you're doing the same thing right now. You're entering your own English kitchen. Okay, that sounded a little strange, but you know what I mean. You're practicing, you're learning, you're making mistakes, and little by little, you're getting better. One thing I really like about Remy is that he doesn't stop being curious. He's always asking, what happens if I try this? What if I combine these flavors? What if I do it differently? That curiosity is part of his creativity. Another word for the board: creativity. Creativity is the ability to think of new ideas or create things in an original way. And Remy has plenty of it. He doesn't simply follow recipes. He understands what he's doing. He experiments. He creates. And that's why his food feels different. But there's one more thing we should talk about. Remy doesn't succeed completely alone. He needs Linguini. He needs Colette. He needs people who give him a chance. And that reminds us that even talented people need support. Sometimes you can have a dream, but you need someone to open a door, someone to believe in you, someone to say, give it a try. And when that happens, don't waste the opportunity. Linguini gives Remy a chance. Remy gives Linguini a chance. And together, they become better. That's what makes their friendship special. Neither one of them is perfect. They make mistakes, they argue, they get frustrated. But they keep finding their way back to each other. And in the end, Remy gets what he really wanted. Not fame, not money, not even the biggest restaurant in Paris. He gets to cook. He gets to wake up, enter a kitchen, and do what he loves. And maybe that's enough. Maybe success doesn't always have to look enormous. Maybe success can be simple. Maybe it's waking up and knowing, this is what I want to do. That's the message I take from Ratatouille. Don't let other people decide what you're capable of. Don't be afraid to be different. And if you have something you love, keep working on it. You might not be ready today. That's okay. You might make mistakes. That's okay too. You might even fail. Yes, that happens. But failure doesn't mean the story is over. Sometimes, it's just another part of learning. And now, let's review our vocabulary. Listen and repeat with me. Countryside, sneaks, ingredients, ruins, pulling, moved, garbage, stirs, creativity. That's it. And honestly, now I'm really hungry. So if you have something delicious nearby, this might be the perfect time to eat it. But remember, maybe don't give your food to a rat. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. I hope you enjoyed the story, and I hope you learned some English along the way. Keep listening, keep speaking, keep experimenting, and most importantly, don't be afraid to try. Because you never know. Something you love today might become something you're really good at tomorrow. I'll see you in the next story. Take care, keep practicing, and have a wonderful day. Bye!